The defending Big South champions are back in action. Women's soccer getting practice underway here today, joined by head coach Jess Hain. And, Coach, you had some conditioning drills today. We were talking off the air about how good things went, and if you had to play today, you'd be in pretty good shape. Give me an idea of some of the things that you guys did to kind of test the endurance of this team so far.
We do a beat test, 20-yard shuttle, and then a couple different T tests.
Coming into this season, coming off the championship a year ago, you kind of have to turn the page. How do you do that but still kind of build off what you did last year?
You turn the page with lots of prayer, and you look forward and try not to look back. It's important to remember where we came from in the sense of preparing for everybody's best game and for us to play our best at every turn and be consistent in what we're doing, but then be incredibly humble about the direction that we'd like to go.
When you look at your roster, what sticks out to you? And we talk about 11 new girls on the team, 6 of your top 7 scorers are back. So it's a little bit of everything coming back this year and some new faces. So when you look at your roster, what sticks out to you?
Things that stick out to me are the things that you just said. We have a very strong base of players that get what we're trying to do here and are on board, and that's always a wonderful, just a wonderful foundation for a very united team, and that's what we're praying for.
On the back end, you have a very good goalkeeper. Holly Van Noord is back. Again, it's only the first workout here today, but what have you seen from her so far to make you think that she can top what she did last year, which was pretty remarkable?
Right. I hope that Holly is setting her sights forward towards a new season and not trying to compare herself to herself a year ago.
Yeah.
I think that will be a great process for her to work through. But as I watched her today, she's very calm. She looks very focused. She looked a little bit frustrated, and I imagine it's because she's thinking, I know I can even do better. I know I can even do better, which of course is an awesome mark of a leader, and that's the kind of composure and focus that you want out of your goalkeeper and somebody that's going to impact your team.
We're going to talk to Maddie Boone here in a minute, Coach, and she's one of 2 captains on your team this year. So why did you pick these 2 captains, and tell me what leadership skills they bring to your team?
Wow. Well, both Maddie and Becca are captains through lots of prayer that we've put in as a staff. We've always asked that the Lord will raise up the leaders from within the team that He wants to lead our team. And for example, our testing this morning, the very first thing that we did, the last 2 players standing, still fighting it out, are Maddie Boone and Becca Page. So as I was watching them compete against each other to be the final person still standing in the beat test, I knew that we had listened correctly to the Lord's leading. Maddie Boone is a vocal leader. She has a lot of energy, and she's prepared as a senior to lead. And Becca Page is this perfect complement to Maddie in terms of work rate and determination, self-control, all of those things, and a little bit more quiet. So she leads by example, which oftentimes is more powerful than words.
As you gear up for this first match, give me an idea of the next couple of weeks practice and what you guys will be doing as you prepare for that first match.
Yeah, we'll be doing a lot of training on the field as well as off the field, focusing on the unity of our team and the fellowship of our team. We know that nothing can stand against love. A kind of love that strong where you love God and you love others as you love yourself. So that's the way we're hoping to train on and off the field. We have a scrimmage prepared for next week, so that will be, of course, a great indicator of what we need to work on in the final stages of preseason going into our first game against Old Dominion.
All right, Jess, we appreciate your insight. Look forward to following the progress this year.
Thank you very much.
by senior captain Maddie Boone. And Maddie, first time on the field here today, little conditioning drills. How'd it go?
It went really well. It was tough, but it was great to push it.
What are some things you guys did this morning?
We ran the beep test, the Nike Spark test. We do it every year. We have a team standard of 33, but we're all trying to push it, give it all we got.
When were you told you were going to be a captain this year, and when you found out, what were your thoughts?
I found out kind of in the mid of last spring season. Coach Hain called me, and I really felt like a peace from the Lord that this is my calling, and I'm ready to step into it with His leading.
Have you ever been a captain on any other teams before? And if so, what is that experience like?
Yes, sir. I have been in high school and on club teams, but this definitely has a whole new standard. I feel like I even have a new standard for myself. I wanna lead with the Lord's leading, and I wanna take more responsibility to be a servant in that role.
I remember being around this team around the same time a year ago, and you could sense something special was brewing. Obviously, you guys ended up with a conference championship, and does it kind of have the same feel as last year did as you kind of embark on this season?
I think every year has a new feel. There's always new things that the Lord has on our heart, new ways that we can strive to glorify Him, and I'm excited about that. So I wouldn't say that there's much that necessarily feels the same. We've got 11 new girls, which is so exciting. But in the sense that we still want to be unified, we still want to win today, every day. I think those are standards that will keep this season.
Talk about some of the new people. You have 11 new girls on this team. There are some veterans as well. So it's kind of a mixed bag in good things. You have a lot of veterans. You got some young people. So it's a little bit of everything on this team this year.
Yeah, everything. It's awesome. I'm just so happy to see how it all comes together.
Now, you play mainly positions of defender in soccer. How do you work on your game during the summer and improve what you do on the field?
The summer's a lot of fitness oriented, just trying to be ready so that my body is prepared starting right now in August, so that in November that I'm still functioning. And but playing as much pickup in soccer obviously as I can, but not, I would say it's more just fitness oriented in the beginning.
We talk a lot in sports about chemistry and building chemistry. What's the key for this team this year to build good chemistry?
The key is just surrendering, I think, ourselves and all buying into a bigger purpose and creating a new culture on our team where our new theme is to live a life worthy of the calling that we have received, and we've all been blessed with talents. That's why we play Division I soccer, and so it's cool to see that we can all pour into this team instead of just trying to see what soccer can do for us.
Matt, we've talked about this team winning a championship a year ago. How do you build off that from last year and add some things you did last year to help you this year?
Oh, it's interesting you say that, because what's been on my heart this summer for this team is the word more. I just feel like we serve an infinite God, so there's always more of His love, more of His power that we can tap into. And no matter where any of us are at, where we come into with this program, more and God can do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine.
Outstanding, Maddie. We appreciate your time. Have a great season.
Thank you so much.
That's senior captain Maddie Boone. I'm Alan York for the Liberty Flames Sports Network.